For real. Say the TV stand for tracks and vocals. You know this is easier than 1, 2, 3. You are now tuned in to Just Swagg TV. Just Swagg TV.
I'm doing great. I'm great. How about yourself? That's good. Famous Monroe.
You sound like so energetic, so spunky. Like you got a lot going on, a lot of energy. Is that the way you've always been?
Yes. Always. I'm happy. I got every reason to be happy.
Famous Monroe. Somebody's got to be actually famous to actually have a name like that. So you must be famous in a way. What way are you famous?
I'm trending. It ain't got nothing to do with famous. It was just I love Lola Monroe. So I kind of just piggyback off of Monroe from her, and then I just put the famous on the front, and I just ran with it.
Where you from?
Savannah,
Savannah.
Georgia.
What type of people are raised there? What type of traditions do they have?
It's a struggle. It ain't really like no tradition. Is either you got it or you don't. We got South Side, East Side, and West Side. That's all we got. And our South Side, our West Side is divided from the East Side with some tracks. So either when me growing up, you got money if you stayed on the South Side. So it's really like a struggle. People get happy by making $10 an hour and shit like that. So I say I'm from the struggle.
Well, with mom and dad.
Yep.
What's that like? Well,
Um,
versus people who may not have grown up with their mom and dad. What type of advantages do you think you should have?
just the advantage of having both parents there. But as far as the struggle that a single parent go through, we seen it. We had our day like when I was younger, I ain't knew we ain't had no money. We ain't knew that until we got older. We ain't had no money. So I guess it'll be the same as somebody that didn't have their daddy. I didn't have their mama. My mama and daddy worked all the time, so we'll go in the hood to my auntie house. So it was almost like being single parent. Either my daddy there with us or my mama there with us. It was never like everybody in the same house at the same time. My daddy tried to keep that feel, but you would think like me getting up going to school, my mama would be doing my hair. My daddy did my hair. So it was almost like a single parent. So because either one was there or one wasn't, and it was just because my mama grew up from the project, Yamacross. So I guess she didn't want us to live like that. So she worked. My mama worked all her life. Worked.
What did that mean to you to see your mom work so much?
It made me say I don't want to be broke. 14, I told my mama I want a job. 14, I had 2 jobs. I was working at Popeyes. I leave Popeyes, go across the street to the movie theater. That's what I did to make my money. I did hair too. I think she created a hustle because I didn't want to be broke. Once I got older to know like we broke, like now I could see like why my mom used to be like, oh, we can't eat at Carrie Hills because we had the money. So then when I got a little older, we could eat at Carrie Hills. You know, that was like a little come up. I thought we had something. So,
What were you like in high school?
myself, like you gonna get what you gonna get. I'm gonna speak my mind, and then you want to hit, we can hit. I was always small, so like y'all might not know about Ricky Jivens, but you know Ricky Jivens from Savannah. So I went to like a white school growing up. My mom and them. I went to the school on the island with the white kids. So when I got out of middle school, my mom was trying to keep me going to school with the white kids on the island. So I'm like, no, I want to go to school with all my cousins. So that's my first time actually being like around like hood people. So shit, it was this girl, Ricky Jimmy's daughter. She used to pick on me every fucking day. So I was just like, I was scared at first. Cause I'm saying I used to get in like little fights, but not like that. But she tried me one day and it was over with. I'm like, fuck that. 7th grade, I'm like, no bitch trying me no more. It was over with. Ever since then, every day I'm fighting niggas in the hood, climbing trees. I stood outside on the block with the boys. That's what I did.
What was that like for your social life? Did you have boyfriends and stuff? And were they kind of scared of you?
I had a boyfriend. I met him like when I was young. I stayed with him all the way to 19. Hell yeah, I'll pull up and fight. My auntie coming with me. That's what we did. Like I never was the type to confront no female. But I act like you mess with my boyfriend and she be like, yeah, I'm pulling up on him. I ain't pulling up on her. But if she made it an issue, we could fight. I done hung out with girls that after I found out they was messing with my boyfriend, if they was cool, I hung out with them. I ain't give a fuck. I ain't care. So
What does that mean to you, like being able to, I guess, have somebody who likes to have a woman like that? What does that mean to you? Does that mean anything to you to have somebody who's a protector like you?
yeah, but you don't get that no more. I had that with two of my boyfriends, but they dead. You don't get that no more. They want you to take care of them. Or they don't meet you halfway. Nah,
Okay, all right.
I
Got
didn't kill them.
Okay. What would someone say about you in high school? What would they say to you? Best dressed, funny,
I
most
was.
talented?
I mostly say she crazy. She gonna fight. I wasn't gonna say she gonna fight.
About music,
I ain't did music.
choir, any type of band, cheerleader?
Man, we was in choir, but I couldn't sing. But I was a cheerleader. I was. I couldn't sing. But hey, grew up in a black church. Oh man, tattoos and all that. Any of my aunties, nobody got tattoos. Nobody got nothing. My mama got her first tattoo at 50. I took her to get it. So we was like dresses to our legs like this, long sleeve. We couldn't go to church. I grew up in the church. So yeah, choir. That was that. So they tried to keep, the hood from us, but most like where my auntie stayed at, it was kind of hood. So my mom and daddy always working on the weekends. That what we went.
What did that mean to have that little bit of upbringing from your auntie?
My auntie was a hard worker. My auntie, I grew up seeing my aunt. I wanted to be everything like my auntie. My auntie got her tune kids. I got my tune kids. My auntie, she ain't play no games. Like you gonna hit. I think by me being around her so much, but she was educated at the same time. Went to school, went to graduated college and everything. And I guess me just seeing that kind of just stuff you see as kids rub off on me. So I don't know if that's why I'm kind of like that.
What type of things did you see growing up that might have been a little interesting?
Sure, my auntie used to she would go to work. We bring the whole hood in her house. She come home, everybody on the floor. And I know remember one time she stabbed her baby daddy. So I ain't see it, but we pulled up afterwards. It was like blood everywhere, and she was about to go to jail, and it was just crazy. So I don't really even know what happened. I just know that little bit happened. So um,
Was that normal life for you? Is that something that you got accustomed to, or be numb to it? Like it bothered you to see violence or see like somebody hurt or somebody
nah,
killed or something?
cause we was always fighting. Like we grew up. Everybody in my hood, we called it Martha City. Like that was the city. We used to block cars off. Like move that shit around. You ain't coming through here. Like we used to play basketball, pick them up, bust them up football games, and we used to bet like them boys in the alley in the hood rolling dice in the cut. We built a clubhouse. Like this my hood. This is what we did. And shit, the older we got, the gambling kind of got to another level. Basketball, we gambled for basketball games. Pick them up, bust them up. We even like shot dice and stuff like that. So we if we win and you ain't paid us, we fighting. We don't had niggas spin the block on us. It was it was crazy. I ain't realize it until I got older and everybody I grew up with dead. They did. And I don't want to cry, but they did. But that was my family. Ooh, hold on, give me a minute. Because that just kind of like, okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
What does that mean to you to have those people around you pass away from different things and to see where you're going? How did that change you?
Really, it made me think smarter, but it still made me vicious. And I was like, I got to get the fuck from Savannah. So I was like, I'm going to go to the A. I ain't knew shit about Atlanta. We used to come up here like when I was a cheerleader for like Turkey Bowl, whatever. I ain't knew shit about Atlanta. I graduated hair school and I went back to school for massage therapy. And then one day I just said, fuck this shit. And I ain't had shit in my pocket. Came in a Toyota Corolla. I meant Toyota Camry. And I ain't had shit. Went and stayed with somebody. And they had no job. Got me on some, got food stamps to make sure I could help her while I was there. Then shit. I got a job that was made less than what my rent was. So I had to figure it out. I knew I wasn't going back. So yeah, I guess it's maybe a hustle. I don't know.
So now, with you being so strong, who follows you? You have any brothers and sisters
I got a little brother.
follow you?
No, all of us different. All my mama kids is different. Um, in a way, I'm the middle child, but I can say I'm the oldest, but I feel like I'm the brain. I'm logical. But now they all got their own little paths that they own. They all live their own little. Mm, mm, no, they don't follow me. I could say my mama made some leaders, but no, they don't follow each other.
Would you consider yourself a leader?
Of course, I got little cousins. Look, I got niece and nephew that's looking at me. That follow me on social media.
What does that mean?
Shoot, lot. I gotta make it for them. So sometimes like, I got an anger problem. So sometimes I try to not show certain things. I put it up. I do stuff before I think about it. But then I have to think like, damn, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Kids looking at me, but I know my niece and nephew. I just hold them to a certain a different standard than what I was growing up. So I try to make sure everything that I did, they ain't had to do.
Skip the subject a little bit. Boyfriends. What's relationships been like for you since high school? Have you been someone who enjoyed having a relationship? Boyfriends, the longest relationship?
I always had a boyfriend. My longest relationship was almost 9 years. For high school, I was almost out of it. Shit, he kept having babies, like getting people pregnant. So I'm like, fuck that. Fuck him. I went and started talking to somebody else, stayed with him 5 years. Shit, he like to fight. Like, fuck that. Came to, I was still in Atlanta. I was like back and forth. So my homegirl was like, shit, bankroll fresh want to talk to you. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. So she showed me a picture of him. I'm like, oh, I still don't know who he is. So she gave me his number. We started texting and then we probably was talking like a month and he moved in. Then
Wow, that's fast.
but we've been talking like throughout the whole time, but I was like back and forth from Savannah to Atlanta. So one day he just was like, bro, you fucking playing with me. Come up here. So we drove, me, my cousin baby mom and her friend, we drove up here. Um, he moved in like before Thanksgiving. And shit, I had a hood boyfriend before him. Shit, I rode the whole bed, but shit, niggas come home and they forget about what you do for them. Shit. And he kept fucking with hoes that ain't did shit for him when he's locked up. So I'm like, fuck you. And I just said fuck all of them. And then Fresh just did it was different with Fresh. Fresh like, shit, what you gonna do? Sit here and do nothing with yourself. What you gonna do? You wanna be broke? So I think him saying you broke or you wanna be broke, that shit did something to my spirit. Like I was always a hustler, but I always knew I could call my mama. My mama gonna get that shit. It didn't matter. Like I quit a job, I ain't give a damn, I ain't wanna work there. My mama gonna get that money. But with him, he gave me a different outlook. Like go get your own.
What does that mean to you having a mentor? Was he older than you?
I was about 3 years, I think, older than me. Well, I'm 30, it's about 34, I think he would have been. Yeah, about 3 years. Well, I always had older niggas. Like I don't know if you know Draco, 100 Gang Draco. Draco, I knew Draco before I even moved up here. Draco taught me a lot, spiritually, mentally. Yeah, Draco. And then, but he was always like a friend. Like Draco got his own little situation, so he'd go in and out. But Fresh was like consistent. He was there. We lived together. He showed me, told me. So it was a difference.
What does that mean to you to have somebody like, I guess, Bankroll Fresh, who was a popular rapper in Atlanta, and you're the girlfriend of this popular rapper? What type of, I guess, collateral damage did you face, being that person? I'm sure it was plenty of people who wanted that spot.
But I said it's fun. Like when he asked me to be his girlfriend, he was in LA. And he FaceTime me. He was like, you gonna be my girlfriend. So I'm from a small city. I'm so used to like if you start fucking with a nigga, bitch gonna be on him. Cause it's small. I'm like, shit, go be back on first. So he asked me. I never said yes or no, but that's what it was. You get what I'm saying? But I'm like, just go be back on fresh. I just wanted Trent. So shit, I really ain't. I kept behind the scenes. Like he used to be like, you want to go on tour with me? You want to go do a show with me? And I used to be like, nah, go be bankroll fresh. And then you bring back Trent. And he used to always kiss me on my forehead and be like, all right, crazy girl. But shit, I ain't really got no issues with nobody. Well, his baby mama, shit, she found me on Instagram. She drama, lies. Like, I say I was so gullible back then. Like, I really thought this bitch wanted to be my friend. I was actually pregnant. Paperwork could be shown, but I actually had a miscarriage. She went and told Fresh, like, before he died, we was a little bit at odds. And then, like, right before he died, he was like, we gonna go do something. Sunday, we're gonna do something together, but it just ain't never happened. She basically, I'm talking to her, telling her stuff. She's sitting there going back, that ain't your baby. You better do the time. She pregnant with it. Like, it was girls had, I post text messages. One girl, he dated a girl that was from my city. I ain't gonna name her name, but I ain't naming none of their names. But she posted a post. It was like, he posted the text. It was like, she pregnant, but ain't mine. But of course, you know, a nigga gonna say what a nigga gonna say to get with a bitch. I had don't tell him he had to go. So.
What did it mean to your mom to see you with bankroll? Like what? I mean,
My mama loved Trent. Trent, I was like, to ask your mama when I'm coming over there, I'm coming to spend the night at her house. My mama had loved Trent. Trent looked out for me. Trent was a good person. He looked out for me. Say everybody got their fucked up ways, but Trent looked out for me.
what are some things that people probably wouldn't have known about him that might have related to you? That you know what I'm saying? Like people probably just seen his outside persona, you know, but what are some things that
He wanted a family. That's what they knew. He wanted a family. He wanted to get, like when I found out I was pregnant, he was just like, I ain't even gonna lie, like the stuff that my baby mamas put me through, it's kind of scarred me for even being happy that somebody pregnant. And he just was like, I want to be married first. I want to have a family. Like I don't want kids here, kids there. So that shocked me that he said that. And at the time I'm young, so I ain't listening to what he said. I'm like, fuck you. Like you trying me. Like, nah, nigga, like, fuck you mean. But now that I think about it, I understand what he was saying. He dealing with child support, all type of craziness. So I get what he was saying, where he came from.
what did he teach you?
Come on, hustle. Stand for something. Don't fall for anything. And have a purpose. He's always like, wake up. He had like jail calls like in the middle of the night. He'll wake up and be like, shit, I'm gonna cap this shit to the top. And he was like, should I do this shit for my family, for his kids, and for my girl? He knew I heard on that night. So I'm like, he was funny now. I cook, right? That nigga want to eat that food and say, you, man, y'all do voodoo. I said, I don't do no damn voodoo one day. That same night he did that, he knew I heard him. When I woke up, shit, he in the kitchen eating. I said, well, he don't eat for me. But he was cool.
What did it mean to you when he passed away?
That shit was hurtful. I tried to warn him. Like, niggas came to my house. Like, pick me up. Real shit. Slow. Pick me up. Literally. Like, all that when that shit happened in the 9, Bank came back to the house that night. Like, everybody was in the house. And he was just heated. And I'm just like, just calm down. Think about it. And I just kept feeling like something was right. My old page I had wrote, I ain't gonna say his name, but I wrote him like, shit, I really feel like some shit gonna happen. And he's like, well, ain't nothing gonna happen. We got this. He died a month later. And it fucked up because like when he died, like his baby mama spread all type of fucked up rumors to his mama and everybody about me. Had everybody thinking I was the girl that set him up. I'm like, the fuck you talking about? The shit was crazy. Like I had folks like, you the side bitch. So when the song came out, I turned my side bitch to my main. Cause he actually was talking to Tippadot before he was talking to me. So when they broke up, I knew he was talking to Tippadot, but when they broke up, I kind of came in. So it all makes sense. Like y'all could have called me a side bitch, but he told you what fuck was going on. And I ain't trying to make it seem like we was on good terms because we was getting back on good terms, but it was just crazy. Like, bruh, I remember I was at work, sitting at work. His cousin called me, was like, did you just call the grade site? I'm like, hell no. And she was like, shit. They called the grade site and said Andrea. I'm like, what are you talking about? Can I put my baby ashes in the casket? Like what the fuck y'all talking about? I'm like, hell nah, that with me. That shit was crazy. I'm on one side of Fresh Friday. Every Friday I went to the grave with fresh flowers. And I got to the point where they was like, oh, anybody that that bring fresh flowers, you gonna get banned. Cause they knew I was the one bringing it. Shit was crazy. So I was like, shit. He always said he wanted to be somebody's favorite. So I was like, shit, I just don't want his name to die. So that's why I started Fresh Friday. Every Friday they scream Fresh Friday. Shit, once the shit got big enough, I fell back. Like I ain't want no attention from him. I did what I wanted to do, keep his name alive. So that's what I did.
Do you feel like being with him probably was a blessing in a blessing, or a blessing in a?
Of course, he was a blessing himself. Yeah, he wasn't somebody you just was around and you ain't learned nothing. You can't say what you learned from him, how you grew from it. So yeah, he was. His mama raised a good man, like literally, like respectful man. So yeah, everybody got their fucked up ways, but one thing I would say about him, he had respect for women.
Think y'all would have got married?
I'm a little hot head. He a little hot head. I don't know, to be honest. Because at the time I was so young, so his mind was on a different level than me. Cool. Why not? I used to always tell him Trenton. I wanted a boy. I wanted a boy. It's like Trenton. That's his name, Trent Tavius.
As have you do you try to stay away from the bankroll fresh story?
Hell yeah. That shit brought me problems. Fresh left 50,000 in my house. I ain't knew. I just knew like everybody kept asking me. Like I had his homeboy just to come to my house and everything. Like but at the same time, them niggas was looking for the money. Niggas ain't came, they acting like, oh sis, we got you, sis, we man, please that nigga. And I don't give a fuck that nigga. I'll fuck that nigga biggity. That nigga stole 50,000 from me. Stole it. Played up under me. If y'all looking at video, what is that? I'm a real trap. Is it that one? Yeah, I'm a real trap. I do what I want. That nigga Biggity Banks, CEO Spotlight Banks, fuck him. Nigga stole my money. I had before my page got hacked. I had video of it. Shit was just so crazy. I moved every 6 months. He died, or every year I moved. Motherfucker, that shit was like people really wanted that little bit of money. They wanted that little bit of money. I don't know if they thought he left more than that, but they wanted that little bit of money. And I just was like, when I did find out about the money, because I got a read from EFI, and it was just telling me, shit was just so crazy. I had put the chair with the money in it inside of their spot. Nobody knew the money was there. So shit, when he was like, shit, you can go get the chair, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So I'm on the phone with my baba. My baba like go in the house, the chair flip. I had the whole video of it. Chair flip, nigga stole the money. Brought his bitch a car, got him a spot. And she said, fuck me, told everybody I was crazy. But he played up under me. I wasn't from here, so I ain't knew nobody. And I talked to him for like 3 years after Bank died. Nigga stole the money, nigga got fucked up, went to jail. When he got locked up, I found out he locked up, I was down there fucking with him. Nigga stole the money from me. And I don't have no, I'll take a lot of texts. I don't care. He got nothing to lie about. He stole $50,000. I had like when he died, I tried to keep up like with his baby mama or whatever. Mimi cool, the other one, I don't fuck with. I just used to help out like with her daughter and stuff like that, and then I just kind of like she ain't did nothing to me or nothing. I just kind of like went into like a little. It just felt like everybody wanted something from it. Not saying necessarily her. It just was. It was folks coming from everywhere. Shit was crazy. So I'm just like, I'm telling you, it was crazy.
So after that tragic situation, rest in peace, Black Road, what has that done for you? Like, how have you moved on from the situation? What things are you doing?
I ain't moved on. I kind of just started really got in a real relationship. Well, I thought it was, but it's like I kept looking for him in other people and I couldn't find it. And then like a part of me just was like, damn, if you would have listened. I felt like I lost time too because of the time we was arguing, not seeing each other. So it just taught me to use my words wisely, move differently. Just know like you don't know when somebody gonna be here and when they not, and that should've eat you up. Like regret and being able to say this and that. Like I always take pictures of us. I never took no pictures, and that was a big issue when he died. Like a lot of people, like how you fuck Bankroll Fresh? He had no picture. Shit, whoever got his phone when he died, it was in there. But I'm just like, I just, it wasn't never nothing that I felt like he was coming home to me, fucking taking a picture for. And really, I didn't know how much of a name he had, to be honest. I ain't know.
So you say you haven't moved on. Why not?
Because I just, you keep going back to shoulda, coulda, woulda. And the reason why I say I ain't moved on, because everybody I talk to, I look for him and him and them, and it ain't that. And I think sometimes I call, I don't want to even say I really love people. Like, I fall in love with the potential person that I think they could be. So until you can fall in love with the person for them, you ain't moved on.
You say you with somebody. Are you with someone right now?
Nope. I don't know.
I don't know. How long ago this?
Well, I dated somebody for a year. Me and him stopped talking, and because he want to commit, and he want me to act like a girlfriend, but don't want a girlfriend. So I'm like, okay, cool, fuck you. So I started talking to another person, and that shit just went downhill. A couple of weeks ago, about a week, not even a week. When I was Tuesday, this Tuesday.
So you all let on IG. What's up with that?
I was talking to Umfu. I believe you're a great person, and my whole thing is like, if he would have came to me and been like, shit, really, I'm just living. I just came home. But you came to me on something. I want a girlfriend. I want to build. And it's like, once a nigga put me in a situation, I ain't, fuck you. Like, I could have went to jail. Like, bitch. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, something just kept saying, ask him where he at. So I'm like, where you at? Where you at? He was like, you really think I'm with a bitch? I'm home. You ain't gonna see nobody but Yayo. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to pull up. So he's like, ain't nobody here but Yayo. You ain't gonna see nobody but Yayo. Pull up, get in the gate. He called my bluff because I usually always go to work. Called my bluff. I got in that gate. I seen the lamb. Then I seen a black car next to it. I looked on the side. She had her name, Instagram name. Put in the Instagram name. She in the section with them recording and put it on him, and he, oh, bet I'm about to beat your ass. So I had done DM shotty like, tell Umfu to come outside. This shit ain't had nothing to do with her. I'm literally like, if I wanted to beef with her, I would have been going at her. I'm just like, tell Umfu to come outside. I waited. Fuck, I waited. When they finally came out, I had not left out the gate. So he was just like, come back. I swear to God, I don't know this girl. This girl ain't with me. Da 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 da. So he pulls out the gate. I turn back around, pull in behind him. Bitch done fucked up. She went the wrong way. And I sped around, followed her, went on the opposite side of the road. I'm like, hey, roll down your window. So she cracked it just a little bit. And I'm like, what? Like, no, I wasn't. I said, oh, okay. Bitch, I beat your ass. And the only reason why I said that to her, it wasn't even about him, is because when I went to bring him his birthday gift, I had not seen that bitch that night. So when I came in, everybody was like, oh, he over there. And he like, y'all, look what my baby brought me for my birthday, da 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 da. So in my head, I'm just like, you know who I am. So when she said she knew, I had I went home, chilled down. He was like, man, you know about the bus girl tie, did all this. I don't even know the bitch. That's Yayo girl. I'm like, all right, get back. I found out it was a lie. She started posting on Instagram. So I'm sending him the post, like, what the fuck? So then she video chat me with a gun. I said, oh, bitch, they ain't started making guns when they made yours. Where the fuck you at? I said, you got me fucked up. And it just went downhill for them. She telling Umfunk, like, oh, she calling me. Bitch. And I told her, I said, yeah, I DM her. Where you was at and tell you to come outside. I ain't DM her no shit like, bitch, I'ma beat your ass. Nah. I ain't DM her until afterwards, like, where the fuck you at? Cause like, now you playing on my top. Y'all folks tripping. I always been a type female, like, y'all deal with that or whatever. But if you was gonna kick the shit to me, like, nah, you ain't knew him, what you get on Instagram and do all of that for? And then video call me. No, that had me fucked up. He had me fucked up. I felt disrespected. And then he felt disrespected because I guess people he had issue with was under it laughing. But my whole shit was, I'm like, she embarrassing me. Like, she on here making it seem like I'm fucking with her about a nigga. That shit embarrassing. And then that shit also embarrassing because I know I be around and I know the folks that don't see me. But you in the club with this hoe? Oh, hell no, that's embarrassing. So I'm just like, both at this point, both of y'all got me fucked up. So, after that, everybody got blocked. He blocked me. She blocked me. Day later, she wrote me again back on the fuck shit. I said, what the fuck are you writing me for about this nigga? And it just went, when she did all of that, I'm just like, he playing both sides.
Bankroll probably have said things to you like, you have a talent.
Yeah. We used to be in the house. Our house was full of laughter, music. One day he was going in the closet and he was like, I'm like, where you about to go? He's like, to the studio. I was like, I rap. And I just was joking at the time. I was like, I rap. And he's like, your slick ass mouth. He was just like, you probably could rap. So it just started being like a little battle thing in the house. We in the house like that. And then he was just like, you wasting your time. What you gonna do? So when he died, he always said, want to put a meal in mama crib. So that was kind of a motivation for me to get rich and put a meal in his mama crib. That was just, I felt like I owed him that much to make sure his mama was straight. So, did a challenge. Everybody like drop an EP. I didn't know what the fuck it was. So I'm like, bet, let go. I got a lot of music I'm sitting on. I don't have producers try to fucking like hold my music, like you ain't getting shit, try to try me like on some Sleepwood type shit. And I don't work with Grammy nominated producers like Global. I don't work with him. Very professional. He always tell me you want to be a superstar. So he always told me that, but my next thing is to drop a video. And then I feel like after I drop a video, then you need to do a documentary telling people who you is to separate myself from Bankroll Fresh. So this year, after my page got hacked, I was like, okay, I got to come up with something so people could stop linking me to Fresh. So I came up with Penelope D. And I'm like, okay, bet. So when I had that name Penelope B, my numbers wasn't going back up. As soon as I changed the Famous Monroe, boy, I started getting the people getting back up. I did a song with J Money. J Money a musical genius too. People don't give him enough credit. I got shit. I just ain't dropped shit. But, I sit and I watch. Like that's how I learned how to rap. I used to sit and watch first. Like how he used to change his voice and all that. I learned that from him. I learned a lot from him. Sitting. I used to study him. I go look like before I even write songs. I just like Trent help me because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then I just go listen to his videos and I just listen to him. Keep listening to him. And that's what I used to love when I used to be in the studio with Uncle. Not so because I want to be in no studio, I don't know, goofy ass shit. Like when he used to record, I used to be, I'm cool with you. I'm watching them, learning from them. So Uncle, very talented, genius. He's out of here this year. Respect. He out of here. He remind me of Fresh.
So are you giving up on this relationship with him?
He cool. That's my folks. But nah, I text him. He in relationship material. And I just think he did what, 11 years, 10, 11 years. He get his feet wet, man. He out here trying to. So I try not to take it personal because of that. But you can learn a lot from him. He humble. I ain't gonna sit here and be like he was like fuck you, what the fuck you wrong. He kept denying it to the end. Like no, I don't know her. Like so, I can respect that much. It was kind of on her end what made it get messy, not his. So I ain't mad at him.
What's your charge for 2021? Like what's your turnaround? What are you gonna do? What's your 180? How are you gonna be different from the way that you were?
I gotta master this shit. Then once I mastered it, I'm coming in full force. Cause I ain't talking about with no these Birkin bags and shit. I ain't talking about that bullshit. That's bullshit. Like we want to hear some real shit that's going on, and ain't nobody give a fuck about no Birkin because we can't afford the shit. So, and I feel like a lot of girls get themselves wrapped up in these fucking lyrics and shit. They ain't even living like that. Like these women got relationships. They got, you get what I'm saying? But we got people out here that's from the struggle. They want to hear some shit that they can get through. Like I literally, my song, like when I was like, I'm trending. These bitches be slipping, these niggas be tripping, they all in their feelings. They was. And I'm like, I got a bag. I really do got a bag. I can't read for y'all. I really do got a bag. I really do got a bag. I really do. I got a bag. So yeah. And if I could have put more in here, I would have. But I can't read it. But like my lyrics mean something. Like when I was like, I even wrote about when the nigga robbed me. When I was like trying to like, and it was so funny, y'all. Cause when I started rapping, I couldn't remember my own raps. It was that crazy. Like what I said it was out that Lucci beat. I can't even remember it. If I hit a beat, I can rap it, but I don't remember them shit. I don't. So, and I incorporate my city, where I'm from, in every song. And I incorporate Bank in every song. Cause like, I'm the way I am because of him. I got the flow I got because of him. And my city made me. What they say, Ford built strong. So I say potent everything. Yeah, Savannah, Georgia. That's where I'm from. I'm proud of it. So I'm trying to think of that song that I did. I guess if I hit a beat out of it. Yeah. And I ain't no club person, so I don't even know how I be a rapper. Man, I fall asleep in the club. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even know how that's gonna work with me. I really don't. So, and I'm shy. I might don't seem like I'm shy now, but I'm shy. Like, it's just you right here. If it was an audience, I ain't about to say shit. I ain't about to, man, I froze up so quick. But other than that, it's just you. Bank used to say, what he used to do is focus on one thing in the audience. That's it. And he's like, to be honest, the lights and shit, you can't really see nobody. He used to focus on one thing in the back. And he said, hey, that's how he used to do it until he got kind of like, fuck niggas. I was always trying to have a family. You get what I'm saying? Like, grew up like, my everybody married, my aunties and everybody. So it's always like, get a job. It wasn't more so go to college, but I was the first one to go to college out of my family. So it was like, get a job, save you up a little bit of money, buy your house, buy your car, start a family. So that's what it was. But I think I probably would have finished college if I wasn't thinking that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a bad way to think, but you sitting here trying to do everything for you and somebody else, and then the shit don't even work. So if I was focused on myself, shit would work.
Definitely been a pleasure coming to Just Swagg's TV block.
Thank you.
What would you like to leave people with knowing about you? They look at this interview and they see the end of it. What would you like people to know about Famous Monroe? What do they underestimate about you?
Okay. A lot of people think I'm a procrastinator, but I'm coming. I play chess, not checkers.
Famous Monroe, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
being here. How
Thank
can
you.
people get in contact with you? Social media.
Famous Monroe one. That's about it. And then you better come correct. If you don't, I'm gonna block your ass.
Thank you so much for being here. Any last words?
Long live Bankroll Fresh. Stand up, Savannah, Georgia, cause we motherfucking coming.
Famous Monroe, it's the block.
Thank you.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy DJ Swagg, aka you know who I am, man. Just Swagg's TV, the block. I just had Famous Monroe on the show today, man. Just Swagg's TV, the block. If you missed the interview, you better go hit the rewind button. Make sure you subscribe and everything, man. It's Just Swagg's TV, the block, and don't forget always take the block with you.
And eat that shit up.
Just Swagg TV.
It's your girl, Famous Monroe, and I'm checking in with Just Swagg TV, the block. I got an interview y'all folks do not want to miss. Stand up, Savannah. Shout out to Street Money, R.I.P. Bankroll Fresh. Y'all already know the fuck going on. Shit, either you with it or you ain't. These niggas be slipping, these bitches be tripping, they all in their feelings. I got a bag, get the fuck back with commas with digits. These niggas talking about bank made me, bitch, you tripping, I'm trendy.
Oh, DJ Swagg, 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 Swagg. DJ Swagg, 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 Swagg. Yeah. Just Swagg TV.